What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Oakland Athletics rebuild here on MLB The Show 23. We have been cranking out these episodes mostly just because I really want to get through Season 1 as fast as possible, and this will be the final episode of Season 1. We're going to go through September. What I've decided is we're going to play a game against the Angels, and we're going to watch the AA playoffs if we make it. This is me doing commentary once again after the recording, so spoiler alert, we made the playoffs in the AA. So we'll be going through some of those games, and then just kind of reviewing the roster at the end, just looking for stats and just kind of making a plan of maybe who we think should stay or go. But first things first, I do have to do some September call-ups, and so I think Streckenrider is somebody that we're going to just see if we can improve some of our bullpen arms. We've had some pretty bad bullpen pitchers. We've had some good ones as well, and we'll get to those here at the end of the episode. But just want to take a look here for a second call-up. And honestly, I don't feel like we really have anybody. We have like some prospects, but they're not really ready. And we don't have anybody who's not necessarily a prospect that has an MLB skill set. We'll bring up Cal Stevenson, mostly just because we have to get to 28, not because I think Cal Stevenson's some excellent, he's going to actually add anything to our MLB roster, really. But also just looking to fill out our minor league rosters at this point. Maybe try to give our AA roster a boost. Obviously, there are two guys that kind of head our AA team that I'm excited to see. Tyler Soderstrom, somebody that we've gone through and tried to watch a couple times in this series. Haven't really seen much of him, so I'm hoping he can have some better luck here in the third time we get to see him play. And then Oscar Colas, he was a promising prospect that we acquired at the trade deadline for Ledmus Diaz. I am excited to see my first look at him. And obviously the team's been good. The pitching on our AA team has been it's been good this year. So excited to see that team perform. Just a little bit of roster maintenance to start this game, but that's just that's what comes with the beginning of September. You got to shake around the roster a little bit, but just trying to make sure the pitcher counts were correct here, because you can only have a certain number of pitchers, of course, compared to position players. We have a lot of first basemen in the MLB, but guys like Jordan Diaz, he is pretty versatile. And so what we're going to do is let's just simulate through September from the views of our AA team, as that will result in some more W's popping up than L's. Manny Pena gets injured here. I'm not too worried about injured list or anything because we are so late in the season. But it looks like not only did we make the playoffs, but we got a first round bye from what I'm seeing, right? Or is there just that many games? We have 29 players on the roster. Gotta take somebody back off, probably just the guy that I wasn't really excited to put on. Let's just move Kirby Snead out of there. He's not even 60 overall. Shouldn't be playing in the MLB. Except we put somebody on that. We'll just automatically handle that. Aviators go 64 and 86, not very good, but the Rockhounds go 42 and 27. By also winning their division in the first half, they have secured a first round bye in the postseason. Okay, so guaranteed first round bye in the playoffs. So things aren't looking great for our MLB team, not looking great for our AAA team, but we got a first round bye in AA. That's where we're at this point. So we've gotten to the Los Angeles Angels series here. Don't really know which game I want to play on that one. I was hoping we could get a game against Shohei Ohtani, but he was not pitching in any of these three games, so I decided if we're not going to go against Shohei Ohtani, let's just choose which pitcher we want to watch again, and I decided that I wanted to watch Trevor Rogers pitch a game, and I wanted to actually control him, as I haven't done that yet in this series. This game against the Angels will be me playing it, and then the AA games will just be watching it. It'll be CPU versus CPU in the AA championship. They got themselves there. I'm not gonna mess it up, you know, by going in and playing. So let's go ahead and let's just maybe slow sim this first game, see how it goes. And scoreless first inning leads to a 3-run home run by Tyler Wade. Let's go. We are up 3-0. Nice second inning there. Peterson singles. Get another run across the board by Brown. Langoliers gets himself another hit. But do you guys want to see me maybe slow sim some of these games more often? Let me know. We get some more runs across the board. No, that was them. I'm a little bit messed up. Sometimes it's hard to follow this. But the game's tied 4-4 through 6 innings. Now we're up and unable to do anything. Mike Trout with a solo homer to give the Angels the lead. Langoliers double, 2-run homer, and we got the lead. Jordan Diaz into the 9th. Can we get another run across the board? We can get multiple. 8-5. Going to be difficult for the Angels to come back and win, and they can't do it. So we're able to come out and get ourselves an 8-5 victory over the Los Angeles Angels. That'll be the first game of the series. I don't know if I'll do that for the second, probably not, but 2 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs for Tyler Wade. Gives him player of the game. Yeah, I think that's fair. Hogan Harris is given the victory. Pitched 2 innings, allowed 1 run. But I know Trevor Rogers is this game. Okay, so we'll watch this. Oh, sorry, we'll play Trevor Rogers versus Jose Suarez. These were 2 pitchers that were available at the deadline. You know, Jose Suarez would have been a pitcher that I would have been interested in acquiring if he wasn't from the division, so I went for Trevor Rogers instead. Had to give up probably a little bit more to get him, but from the one game that we've seen him thus far, I think it was worth it. Again, we'll see how he's done in simulation towards the end of the episode, but let's hop into this game. Top of the first, Tony Kemp will start out with a weak pop fly. First out of the game. Lawrence Butler now up to batting second. He's earned it. He's had a very good year. This time able to find the gap. He'll get on base for the first hit of this game. Talking about it with, you know, the first base coach, and then Seth Brown comes up, 2 outs, looks at strike 3 on the bottom corner. Nice pitch there by Jose Suarez. But I was excited to play with Trevor Rogers in this game, and he'll start out with a second pitch, ground out. Decent start to the game for him. 1-2 for Mike Trout here. He gets a swing and a miss on the circle change outside the zone. Angels go down quietly here. And this could be our last chance to see Ohtani play for the Angels. I know he leaves in free agency quite a bit in this game, but Ramon Laureano will reach base as he leads off the second inning for us. Love to see that. Langolier's up next. Felt like playing with him was pretty solid last game, but that was an ugly pitch to swing at and strike out. My skills aren't very refined there. Jordan Diaz late there on the fastball, up and in. Very nice pitch for the strikeout. Tyler Wade gets it right to the shortstop, and that will end the top of the second. Rogers back out. Allows a hit decently deep to left center field, but easy play there for Lawrence Butler. And Shohei Ohtani is retired. Brings up Brendan Drury. He smokes one, and that will get him a base knock. He at the bottom of the second with 1 out acquired. Hunter Renfroe up. He swings and misses through the circle change. Circle change was working quite well for Rogers in this game. 3-1 pitch for Ward. That one is hit into center field. It'll bring a man around and should be the first run of the day for the Angels. It is 1-0 lead for them as Mysterio Ruiz hits the plate. His hitting ratings are trash, so that combined with the fact that I'm not great at this game, not a good combination. Lawrence here, chopper to the shortstop. He'll be retired. Now on the third for us. Trevor Rogers out there to start the third. That one's hit deep. But luckily, Mariano didn't need to go too far to snag that one. And this time, Zach Neto able to get it up the middle between the shortstop and the second baseman. He reaches base with 2 outs. Procured 2-0 pitch. Wanted that one further out of the zone, but like I pressed A before I wanted to, so results in the base knock. That one was my bad for sure. And then get a swing and a miss from Ohtani to get out of the jam. No runs allowed there. In the third, Peterson takes the high curveball and he's able to get it for a base knock, leading off the fourth. Fourth inning was kind to us last episode when we played. Hoping it could be so again. Seth Brown though. 3-1 pitch is nowhere close. Now we got a man in scoring position, no outs. Things are looking juicy for Ramon Laureano. And that's a grounder. Tag one. And throw him out. So tag him out, throw him out there. Double play. Still got a man in running in scoring position, excuse me. Here for Seth Brown. Not going to be able to take advantage of those. That's a routine play for the second baseman. And really promising start to the fourth inning. It looked like it could have been a repeat of the last fourth inning. Won't end up that way for us. Trevor Rogers will walk Hunter Renfroe here, bottom of the fourth. To the Ward now up. 1-0 pitch right to Jace Peterson. We got a 5-4-3 double play, easily ending the fourth. Trevor Rogers, pretty impressive. I'd say maybe more impressive in the game that we simulated, but I mean, I still liked pitching with him here. Tyler Wade lifts one deep, pretty routine play over there in the left field. Ruiz up to bat, full count, 2 outs. Looks at strike 3. That one looked like it was gonna go inside to me all the way. Took it, ended up not being the best decision. This will be a fairly easy play for Lawrence down out in left field. And this one will be caught by Seth Brown to end the fifth. So not a ton of offense here through the first half of this game. Lawrence Butler gets it to the gap there and he gets on base again. Continue to be impressed. He's simulating well and he's playing well too. So I really like Lawrence Butler. I don't know a ton of who's going to start next year, but I know Lawrence Butler is going to be one. We've got 2 people on base, 1 out. Can we capitalize and actually get a run across the board this time? I surely hope so. But Peterson also been, I think, someone that's been good to hit with. So those are kind of probably 2 players that of anyone, at least of the position players, that I know for sure I want back next year. Those are 2 of them. Ramon Mariano grounds it out to first. Swing and a miss here by Zach Neto as Trevor Rogers just looking for the 6th inning here. Don't want to get too crazy with them. We can get 6 complete innings, but here we go. Mike Trout, 0-0 pitch. He is getting a quick double, and now he's in scoring position with 1 out. Need to get a swing and a miss from Shohei Ohtani, and we do. But that wasn't for the strikeouts. Tried to go back to the slider that worked so well the last time, and we'll walk him. So Ohtani does reach base, not, via a hit. This one is dangerous, and it is over the wall. A 3-run homer. Just wanted to complete the 6 innings with Trevor Rogers. But here in the 6th, Angels put 3 runs on the board, and honestly, I don't know if that's gonna be a deficit that I can overcome. Should be an easy way to end the 6th inning here, though. So Trevor Rogers gave us 6 innings, gave us 5.5 really good ones, I think, and just couldn't quite finish it the way he wanted to. But overall, I'd still say I like what I saw from Trevor Rogers. Maybe just I need to be a little bit more mindful and maybe take him out a little bit earlier. Although he wasn't like super tired or anything. Tyler Wade here, going to left field. Diving play's not there. Jordan Diaz waving him around. Let's get him home. Let's finally get a board across. Tyler Wade will get an RBI triple. We're not going to get shut out. Let's go. 2-2 now for Esteury Ruiz. He decides way too late, aka I decided way too late to swing at that one, as it was a borderline call. Could have been called for ball, but I didn't want to be looking at strike 3 there. Tony Kemp! Oh my goodness, what a diving play by Hunter Renfroe. Thought we were going to get the 2nd run across the board there. But Hunter Renfroe with the efforts. Diving catch. Why you gotta do that to me, man? Let us get another run. Let us get another run. I don't know. Domingo Acevedo, he's been one of our relievers I've been most pleased with this year, and he gets a strikeout here. Simulating well. It feels like when we hop into the games, he does well too. But this one, maybe not his best. But as a 1-0 double here to David Fletcher. Zach Neto up next. He strikes him out. But then you've got to get Mike Trout to swing and miss with a man in scoring position, and that's exactly what he does. Nice inning there for Domingo Acevedo. Lawrence Butler up. He looks at strike 3. Man, this guy's release, Aaron Loop, is looping release. I couldn't figure it out. I was just missing left and right with this guy. Oh my goodness. I hope he leaves the team in free agency or something. I have no idea if he has like 5 more years of team control. Seth Brown able to get a hold of this one though. Easy double with 2 outs remaining, but the way I was seeing the pitch come out of this guy's hand, it was going to be tough to bring that run across. Laureano, just a little off. We thought a little bit deeper, and we probably score another run there. Couldn't do it. Top of the 9th. Need to come up with 3 runs. Not a great start, though, as the Langoliers will ground out to second base. So Jordan Diaz is up. Can we get anything here? 2-2. He will ground out to the shortstop. Now we're 1 out away from a loss here in Los Angeles. Tyler Wade. That one is caught at left field. We'll lose this one 4-1. And I had a lot of fun with both of these games that we played, so I think I still want to have CPU in the series, but we're not going to go like, what was it, from like episode 3 to 7 where we had no gameplay. I'm not going to do that anymore. I think gameplay will be, if not part of every episode, part of most episodes from here on out in the series that simulate this last game of the season. Unfortunately, we didn't make the playoffs. Really, we lost 110 games. So, going to now take a look here at the Double-A playoffs against Northwest Arkansas. Is that what they are? Northwest Arkansas? So my plan here for this series is we're going to simulate the first 6 innings and then watch the last 3 if it's a close game. If it's a game that's already decided, we won't pop in, but we'll slow sim the first 6 innings, see where a game is at, and then hop in for the last 3 if it's still in the balance. So let's hop into it. The Double-A, is this the championship? How far does the Double-A playoffs go? Do the Double-A playoffs go? I don't know if this is the championship or not. Feels like the AA playoffs don't last as long as the MLB playoffs, so maybe it is. Let's see how we do. JT Ginn was very good this year. Of course, we have seen him pitch in an episode earlier. I think it was episode 5. We watched him pitch a game, and he was very impressive. But let's see how the first 6 innings of this one go. Nothing exciting in the first inning for us, and we'll go through the first 2 innings without a run. Of course, they had a solo home run. But I don't really care about their side of it. I'm more interested in what we're doing. Poisson with a triple that brings across 2 runs. Nice job by him. But Arkansas retakes the lead. Sac fly brings across a run for us. So 3-3. And that's what it'll be through 6 innings. Let's get here, top of the 7th. And we'll start with a little bit of a pop fly out from Gene Ramirez. Parker Dunshee is on the mound here for us in this one. Haven't seen him pitch yet. Soft grounder over to Poisson, easy out. 2 down now here, top of the 7th. Dunshee now to Matt Duffy. He lifts this one out to center field. Should be an easy play for Oscar Colas. First look at him in, I guess not an Athletics uniform, in a Rockhounds uniform, but as a member of our organization. Our team is up to bat now. Cody Thomas will be the first one. He swings and misses. He struck out here. Not very happy about it. I mean, why would you be happy about getting struck out? Ryan Noda is batting at the bottom. He lifts this one into center field. Pretty decent hit there, but the center fielder is able to run it down. Order flips over. Max Schumann is batting first. Just not able to get it past the first baseman there, so we go down quietly in the 7th as well. And she remains in the game, and that's a nice strike 3. And we got Dylan Schrum up next, and he also strikes out. Dunshee, can he strike out the side? No, he can't, but he will be able to set them down quietly. We're through 8.5 innings, or 7.5 innings, excuse me, as this is bottom of the 8th. But Brett Harris goes down looking at a strike 3. Tyler Soderstrom, really would like to see him do something, and hey, we have seen a Tyler Soderstrom hit. It only took us 3 episodes of trying to find one until we found it. But hey, we got it. Colas up next. His first at-bat on the channel. Not going to go down in the record books as anything too special as he pops it out. And they're going to say he went there. I'm going to call BS. Nick Allen definitely did not look like he went there. But that will get past the first baseman. A big-time hit here at the top of the 9th for Jake Means. We got a man in run scoring position with no one down here at the top of the 9th. They're in a good position to put some pressure on us to score here in the 9th. But we'll start with a strikeout by Parker Dunshee. That is big time. And here, strikes out Luca Tresh as well. Those are 2 really, really big strikeouts. Exactly what we needed. Gene Ramirez up. He will pop this one out. Right fielder tracking it, and he'll get there. Can we get this one score across? It's been, 2.5 innings of scoreless baseball. Can we change that here? Sullivan starts with a strikeout. He's not looking too good there. Poisson up next. He's got a full count, and that's a called strike 3. Low in the zone. Can't argue with that call, but Poisson did not like it, so not looking like we're going to get a score here at the bottom of the 9th, and we will. We're going into extra innings on this one. And I'm just going to save you the pain of the 10th inning, just another inning of scoreless baseball. We're just not going to watch it. Runner holds there at 3rd. Oh, no, he doesn't. What am I talking about? I'm confusing something. Oscar Colas tries to get the throw in, and Arkansas takes the lead. Now down 1, we need to come up with a run. Even with the man in scoring position for 2 consecutive innings, we couldn't come up with a single run. 5 innings, scoreless baseball. Like I said, we even got a runner in scoring position for free on 2 of those games, and we couldn't score a run. So I was frustrated with the lack of offense. Just seems like we can never get any offense when we come down and watch AA. It is frustrating. So I decided for the rest of the games, we're not going to watch pitching. All we're going to watch is our offense. Can we get our offense to do something? I mean, they're scoring here when we slow sim. You know, we're seeing players get hits and get across home plate. Just when we actually watch, nothing happens. And so we got a 3-2 lead here. Now a 4-2 lead. And Arkansas ties it up though right before we hop in. Oh, looking like it might be another what do you call it? Extra innings game here, just because I don't have faith in the offenses to do anything once we hop in. But Tyler Soderstrom started us off here not very well. But Oscar Colas, his first ever hit on the channel. So we got Tyler Soderstrom's first hit on the channel in this episode. We got Oscar Colas' first hit on the channel in this episode. So he's in scoring position. 1 down. Can we go ahead and get a lead run across the board? Nick Allen's not going to do it. So 2 down here. Shane Selman, come on, man. Bring somebody across the board, and we get it fair. Let's bring Oscar Colas around and take the go-ahead 5-4 lead. Shane Salmon coming in clutch. Let's go. He's pumped. I'm pumped about it too. Finally, some offense here. Robert Poisson will get struck out there. So, bottom of the 8th. Can we extend the lead? Nice contact there from Cody Thomas. That one should land, and it will be a ground rule double. So, man in scoring position, nobody down. Just struck out there. And much like we've seen many times, even being in favorable scoring positions, the offense just isn't there for our AA team. They didn't score at the top of the 9th though, so we didn't even need to play the 9th. We will win 5-4, even this series up. So, you know, a little bit more offense there in the second game. Nice to see a good double there by Oscar Colas. So, let's hop into this third game. And I'm just going to spare you guys some pain, because I did watch innings 7, 8, and 9. I did. It was scoreless again, so I'm not showing them to you. I went to extra innings on a 1-1 game. Let's hop into the extra innings here in this third game. It was, just so, I just wish AA would just be a little bit more, not offensive, but Brett Harris here caught stealing here at the top of the 10th. Things not looking good for the boys. There was also no extra innings runner in this game, and I don't know why that was the case. But Brett Harris able to get on base here. Only 2 outs though. Gonna require Tyler Soderstrom to be clutch, and there he is, deep right center field. Let's get a run across and force Arkansas to get some offense here in extra innings, and we'll do just that. Tyler Soderstrom with a clutch RBI at the top of the 10th. We'll take a 2-1 lead. There we go. Nice to see some of our top prospects performing here. This one will be a ground out, easy force play. We'll take that 1-run lead into the bottom of the 10th. They can't score. We win 2-1. We're away from winning this series. I decided that the 4th game I would just slow sim the entire thing, and then if there was a game 5, we would then hop into the game 5. But here through 3 innings, still 0-0. Top of the 4th, nothing happening. But we get our first run across the board at. No, that was the top of the 4th. I'm confused sometimes with this. You gotta excuse my unfamiliarity with this game. But 1-0 so far. 6 innings, but Northwest Arkansas at the bottom of the 6th. 2-run homer. We're down by 1. Still down by 1 as we get to the top of the 8th. Not able to do anything in top of the 8th. Can we be clutch? We got close. We got close there in the 9th. So now game 5. Game 5 for all the marbles. Series tied 2-2. I cannot speak right now. I apologize. I have been twisting my own tongue multiple times in this episode, but we'll get the first 2 runs on the board with a 2-run homer from Nick Allen here in the 4th. Still 2-0, but Arkansas with a 2-run homer themselves. Can't score anything there. Maybe has some potential here. Bottom of the 7th. We'll start with the Robert Poisson strikeout. We are down 1. We need to come up with a run sometime in the next 3 innings. Cody Thomas with decent contact, but right to the left fielder. That's not going to get it done. Now 2 outs here in the 7th. Brings up Ryan Noda. He's batted 9th. He has not shown me anything that he is even a AA level hitter in this game, really. Max Schumann gonna go for a bunt. I don't like it, but we get him aboard. If your offense is struggling that hard, I guess do what you gotta do. This one went pretty deep in the left field, but not quite deep enough. And we will not get the tag. Can't blame him for not tagging there. Soderstrom. He was clutch last episode, and this time almost had it again, but we end up getting the double play on the tag there. Very, very unlucky. Oscar Pulis strikes out looking. Really needed that hit here at the bottom of the 9th. Instead, we've got 1 down, no one on base. Nick Allen, chopper to shortstop. Guy doing the splits over there at first base, but he's able to make the play. We're an out away from losing the series. Come on, Shane Selman. Show me something here. Lifts it into right field, but that's an easy play. And we will lose the series. 2-3. We had the 2-1 lead, lost the last 2 games. So close. But at the end of the day, still super proud of what the AA team was able to accomplish. And I wanted to do stats to end this season. For some reason, stats are inaccessible once the playoffs start, which is really annoying and stupid. Why do I have to go into all these players and look at their stats? Anyway, James Kripling, not great, but when we played with him, I liked him, honestly. Waldichuk, he wasn't very good in simulation, and he was terrible when we came in and played. I'd like to get him into AAA for next year. That is the goal for me. Can we get Waldichuk into AAA for next year? Gonna require me to sign a couple of pitchers in free agency. Willing to do it. Same for Kyle Miller. He was injured for a large portion of the year. Was not good when he played. Want to get him into AAA next year. Dalton Jeffries. He kind of tailed off at the end of the year. He was actually doing better than that. He had a sub-4 ERA for a large portion of the year, despite his low rating. I think he's going to stick with the MLB roster next year. Hogan Harris, as a long reliever, maybe he gets another year. There's just so much I can do in a single offseason, right? So, didn't have a good year. Zach Jackson was not good. His walks per 9 did go up 7 this year, though. So I'm hoping, next year he could be good. Gonna give him another year. Domingo Acevedo, awesome. Sub-3 ERA, 105 whip, low walks per 9. Wasn't like this great strikeouts per 9. He was getting strikeouts when we were using him, though. So really like Domingo Acevedo. Easily going to be in our bullpen next year. Sam Mole, 3.32 with 1.3 whip, 10.59 strikeouts per 9. Like him, he's going to be a part of our bullpen. In general, I just liked our bullpen more. Yeoman, there was a suggestion to make him as a starter. I ended up not doing it. Could be in the cards for next year, though, for sure. To make him, just try him out at 5th starter. If he's even on the MLB team, I think I might want him in AAA as well. Trevor May was good. 2.19 ERA, 1.3 whip. Positive WAR player, strikeouts per 9 really high, walks per 9 okay, home runs per 9 good spot. He is regressing, but definitely not opposed at all to bringing him back next year. Also, wouldn't mind giving Streckenrider a chance in the majors, though. Manny Pena, he's under contract for next year, so there's not much I can do about it. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be coming back, but we're likely dealing with him for one more year. I do want to make Shea Langeliers the starter, though. I just liked playing with him better. So he's also younger with some potential. So Manny Pena played, I think, more than Shea Langeliers this year. Not going to be the case next year. Seth Brown, he went down this year. Stats-wise, 19 homers, was second on the team, 2.38 average. He's a good fielder, and he's got some versatility. He can play in the outfield as well. He's under contract, so we'll be bringing him back. Jesus Aguilar led the team in home runs this year, batted 244. I just don't really know if I want him back next year. I don't. I want to replace his role next year. Tony Kemp, he was all right. 12 homers, 244 average. I'm not opposed to bringing him back, but I would like to test what's out there and see if we can upgrade. Jace Peterson, I liked what I saw from Jace Peterson. He can play pretty much everything on the field except for center field and catcher. So versatility plus good fielding plus was good when we played. I like it. Tyler Wade also impressed me a decent bit. Didn't play a ton. He basically played the last 2 months of the season, batted 263. He's going to stay on the major league roster next year. He's one of the guys that I was pretty content with. Brent Rooker was the man on opening day. He was really awesome, but didn't get a ton of at bats. Didn't get to 300 at bats. Wasn't good enough in those at bats for me to feel sorry that he didn't get more at bats this year. I didn't micromanage the lineup as much this year as I will going forward. Where sometimes when there's an injury, I would just let them auto update the lineup. Next year, I want to have full control over the lineup, make sure it's where I want it. Mariano got like better, even though these numbers aren't very good. I think the fact that he's a good fielder, still one of like the younger guys who has potential to get better, means that he's going to be back on the team just because we don't have a lot of those players. Easily, the best surprise was Lawrence Butler. 275, that even came down. He was up near 300 at kind of like going into August. So tailed off a little bit after that injury that he suffered in the game that we played. Tailed off a little bit, but really like him. Connor Capel, he's 25 and he's already regressing. Batted 213. I felt like he was decent in the games that we actually came and watched or played. But if you're that bad in simulation, it's just not going to work. And I have no stats because I have playoff stats for AA, and I have no stats at all for AAA, which is really, really annoying. I wish you could. So you can just look at the updates. Looked like he batted really well against lefties this year. Still got a little bit better against righties as well. Oscar Colas, in terms of a hitter, if we just like call him up to be like a DH or something, I could see him being called up pretty soon. Soderstrom, it was disappointing that his potential went down. Got some good contact versus righties. Didn't get as much better as a hitter as I wish he would have. Only could see his playoff stats, of course. Connor Hugland, he was doing well. He was batting like mid-3 ERAs in the regular season. Of course, this is just playoffs only. I thought he did well. Decent upgrades for him. Robert Poisson, +7 contact versus lefties. You love it. Contact is almost pretty much to the point where they're both in the 50s, so still a long way to go. Still multiple seasons, but him being a switch hitter, having some speed, looking like he's going to be a good fielder, I'm excited and hopeful for his eventual MLB future. And if not, Max Muncy as well. I don't think he got as much better in areas that I wanted him to this year as Poisson, so I'd give Poisson the edge over Max Muncy if we're counting on one of them becoming an MLB player. Logan Davidson, 25-year-old switch hitter with B potential. You're excited, but he didn't hit well this year at all. He was under 200 for AA. I think the game automatically moved him to AAA. That's fine. I don't really care all that much. Zach Geloff here. Plus, he hit righties very well. Did not hit lefties very well this year. But he's developing. Jeremy Ironman. He still got a ways to go. Now gonna be 27 next year, right? Or did they already give his age +1? I don't know. Luis Medina was injured for a lot of the year, as you can see, still 4 to 5 months. Still got some good pluses to his per nines though, so you love to see that. Hans Kraus. Haven't really seen much of him to form much of an opinion. We acquired him on July 31st. Kevin Smith continues to develop, but I with these guys that are like 26, low 60s with B potential, I just don't. We have a couple of them at third base. I just don't know if they're ever going to make it, honestly. And I wanted to see team stats, but they only had it for the playoffs. This is so dumb. Why can I not see team rankings and stuff once the playoffs comes? I was very disappointed by this. So I'm sorry. We'll be better next year. I'll make sure we can actually see the stats. That's all I got for this episode. I'll be back soon, and I'll see you then.